This is for all of you who sell or market something that's perceived as a commodity, meaning you have so much competition and you may think what you have is special, but until the prospective buyer really hears or learns about it, they don't think so. So I was down in Mexico for vacation. Woo, got a little color on my pasty white Minnesota skin. And anybody who's been there knows that there are a million vendors all over town, wherever you go, all over the beach, wherever you go, and they're selling a lot of the same things, like these little hand-woven little bracelets, right? And we get so used to just saying, no gracias, no gracias, no gracias to anybody. We barely pay them any notice. Picture that as your prospect, as you're trying your outreach to them, your cold outreach in particular. Whether it's on social media, you're just posting your features and benefits to the void. Hey, we have these widgets, we have these things, here's why they're great. They don't care. They're not paying attention. You're just another vendor on a beach in Mexico somewhere. So how did this young woman selling these bracelets get me to take notice of her and buy? Well, it's interesting. So I was down in Cabo and there's this great bar that has live music in the daytime called the Jungle Bar. And so we went into town and we're at the Jungle Bar and it's open air. So there are windows, but there's no glass. And so the vendors come up to the window and you're having your drink and you're trying to listen to live music. And it's kind of annoying, which if you think about your prospects and you're doing any type of outreach to them, their email or the phone or LinkedIn, you're interrupting whatever it is they're doing or trying to accomplish. So stick with me a little bit more. So this woman comes up and she's one of at least 20 vendors an hour that came by and stuck their stuff in the window and they're like, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. And we got so good at no, because we're having our drinks, we're listening to the band. This young woman is about my daughter's age. So she's in her early 20s, clearly. And she asks me, and I say no, and she's like, just another, tourist saying no. She's used to it by now. And so I don't pay any attention. About 10 minutes later, I look over for my drink, and there she is on the street, and she had set down her bracelets, and she's just watching the band. And it really struck me. And I thought, this young woman, who's my daughter's age, would rather be doing anything else. She would rather be listening to this band and enjoying her youth rather than pushing these bracelets to people that just ignore her or treat her like crap and just brush her off. And it was in that moment that she became a human being to me. So it wasn't necessarily anything she overtly did. It was my observation that changed my perception of her. So I called her over and she was shocked. And I said, can I get 3 of these for $10? I don't care if I overpaid. What's $10 to me? What's $10 to her, right? But the point is, because she humanized herself without even trying, really, I took notice and I went, oh, wow, okay. And I rethought everything. And it stopped me from whatever it was I was doing, whatever I wanted to be doing, and shook me awake, if you will. So I know this is getting long, but my point is, and maybe this is a little sentimental, but if you're in sales or marketing, you have to do something to humanize yourself. And I talk about this all the time, but this really struck home to me with this young woman. How can you humanize yourself rather than just pushing your stuff? And I know in marketing or sales, we don't think we're pushing our stuff. We're helping to provide solutions, blah, blah, blah. But essentially, we're pushing our stuff, right? How can you humanize yourself so that they see through the push, they see through the features and benefits, they see through the product, and they at least stop and listen. And then you can start to have an actual conversation. But until you get them to stop and listen, you're not going to get anywhere. So remember this bracelet. And you know what? Buy some of these next time you're in Mexico, whether you need some or not. It makes a difference, I'm pretty sure.